It's been over 2 weeks since Royal Caribbean has introduced their newest ship, and I have yet to bring it up on my channel. And there are so many things that I'm excited about that I can't wait to talk about it today. Also, I am less than 60 days out from my first cruise in over 3 years, and I could not be more excited. And I can't wait to tell you guys some of the things that I've got planned for that cruise. And finally, today I was reminded of one of the most pleasant surprises that occur on cruises. And it's something that I think is unexpected, but when it happens, it really is such a great treat. So it's been over 2 weeks since Royal Caribbean introduced Icon of the Seas. And I got to tell you, I've been contemplating talking about it on this channel, but I've just been watching everybody else in the cruise world talk about it. And I don't know why I haven't dove into this subject, because I got to tell you guys, I am extremely excited about this ship. It's a game changer. The things that they're bringing on board this ship are absolutely amazing. As a single parent, someone who loves to take their kids cruising, this ship just seems like it's going to check off so many of the points that I look for when I take my kids on a vacation. I mean, you look at all the different neighborhoods that they have, that Surfside area that is just going to be geared up towards kids with Adventure Ocean and the splash pad and then the infinity pool for the parents to hang out and just so many different things that are geared towards families. That really excites me. I mean, I really want to be able to enjoy a vacation with them, that I get to be involved with all of the little things that they've got going on, but it doesn't include me standing in line at Disney World or Disneyland for hours on end with them being miserable because they can't partake in the fun because we're waiting for the next bit of fun to come. And when I saw this stuff introduced on Icon of the Seas, it just resonated with me. When I thought about vacations, in May 2020, I had Symphony of the Seas booked, and I booked that specifically instead of Disney World. It was between Disney World or going on the cruise. And I picked the cruise because I just kept thinking about how much of a non-vacation theme parks are. They're fun. I love them. You're going to be seeing a lot of them on the channel because we go. But to me, it just doesn't click off the same type of vacation, especially as a single parent. When you're a single parent and you go on a cruise and you can drop your kids off for a couple hours here and there at Adventure Ocean, which on Royal Caribbean, or the childcare on any cruise line, and just allow them to enjoy other kids that are their age and activities that are geared towards them, and know that they're in good hands and that they're enjoying themselves doing things that they want to do. And then at the same time, you as an adult can sneak off to the pool, catch some sun, enjoy a couple beverages. That's exciting to me. And when I saw the way that they introduced this on Icon, it just really excited me. The way that they've incorporated the family spot, the pool next to the splash pad, so you can sit there in a pool while your kids play in the splash pads. If any of you guys have been on some of these other ships, all the cruise lines, it seems like it's either the splash pad area or the pool area. And it's really hard to I want to enjoy the pool at the same time they're enjoying the splash pad, but I don't want to just sit around under a dump bucket. I want to kind of lounge. So the Icon brought that for families. But then the elevated experiences that it seems to be bringing for even just for adults only areas, the infinity pool that's hanging above the Surfside area, where you can sit there, the hideaway they call it, where you can sit in an infinity pool, look off the aft of the ship, and just enjoy the views, have a drink, sit in the lounge chairs, kind of be separated from the rest of the ship. That to me it's amazing. It brings in just something about cruising when you're just connected to the sea, and they really found a way to level that up. And then a swim up bar and adults only areas and the aqua theater moved to the front of the ship and more things incorporated with it, and just The ship just looks amazing. And I am so excited to be following along as they release more and more information. And I promise you guys, as the next bits of information come out, I'm going to be on top of bringing them to you in a little quicker fashion. I'm just starting my channel. I was soaking in all of this news. I was debating, do I bring it? Do I not bring it? Do I jump in? Am I going to get crowded out by all of the other channels that are bringing their thoughts? But you know, I've watched everything and I feel that I just had some unique thoughts that I wanted to bring as a single parent who brings kids cruising. I thought that I had some unique thoughts that might help you guys to understand why I was so excited about Icon of the Seas. And again, I'm just so excited to bring you guys news, and I will be following along and I'll be bringing it as much as possible. Are you guys as excited about Icon of the Seas as I am? Or do you think that they've just shoved a monstrosity together and put together every last bit of thing that they can think of to try to appease everyone under the sun, and it's just going to feel like it's too cluttered? I'm curious to see what your guys' thoughts are. I don't think that that's the case, but I could be wrong. I like the bigger ships. I like the ships with more to do. I like that they're tackling land-based vacations. But I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts. So leave me a comment down below and let me know. What do you think? Do you think this is going to be a great ship, or do you think that this is going to be a ship that's just confused? Let's put it that way. Is it just confused? Does it not know what it wants to be? And that leads me to my next point. And that's a ship that I do not think is confused. I think the ship knows exactly what it's going for. It's going for fun in the sun. It's going for, we're going to wow you with experiences. And it's going to be my first cruise in 3 years. And I'm super excited about that. And I just wanted to kind of touch base with you guys today about some of the things that I have planned for that trip, and some of the things that I'm looking forward to planning when I get on the ship. But before I do that, I just want to take one quick minute to invite you guys to subscribe to my channel. Again, I'm new out on the scene. I'm trying to grow my channel. I'd love for you guys to give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know when my videos are coming out. And I'm really just trying to bring a unique view to cruising. I'm a West Coast person and I love my East Coast cruises. So I'm really excited about sharing that with you guys. So again, I'd just like to invite you to subscribe, help me grow this channel. If you have someone that you know that would like this content, please share it with them. And let's see what we can do. I'd love to get to my first 100 subscribers. So with your help, we can get there quick. So anyway, Odyssey of the Seas. It's coming up. It's creeping up quick. It's 50 days. I check in for my cruise next week, and I couldn't be more excited. It's been way too long. It's been way too long for me to have to wait to go on a cruise. So I'm ready. As I've been counting down the days, there have been some things that have popped up. And if you watched my last video, I talked about some mistakes that new cruisers make. And one of those mistakes that I said was either they plan too much or they plan too little. So I thought today I would go into a little bit of depth about that topic and let you guys know what I'm planning ahead and what I'm planning for when I get on the ship. So the first thing that I planned ahead was the Izumi hibachi. I know for a fact that I want to have hibachi on the ship. It's one of the things that I wanted to do for dinner. There's no way around it. And I just wasn't ready to risk not being able to have that experience. So that is one of the things that I pre-booked. And, you know, oftentimes when you're pre-booking these things, there are some pre-cruise planner specials. And I think I got a pretty decent one. I don't think it's the best one out there, but I also don't think that there's going to be much better than what I got. I got it when it was on like a 35% off sale. And I think that that's the price that I'm going to be getting. The next thing that I've pre-booked is the book. Now, there's a lounge on Odyssey of the Seas. It's called the 270, and I cannot wait to bring you guys footage of that and show you guys what it looks like. It's technologically advanced. It's supposed to be just an amazing spot to take in views of the aft of the ship, and it's really supposed to just be a next level venue. So I'm really excited about sharing that venue with you guys, but they host shows in there, and these shows are supposed to be amazing. And one of the shows that they host, it's called The Book. So I knew that pre-booking shows, I've known this for a long time for my cruises, is you got to just pre-book these things. You have to have a reservation so that you know you're going to get a seat and you get to see these shows. You can walk up, you can get in line early. They do hold seats and it's possible, but that's just not a stress that I wanted to have on a cruise. I want to be able to maximize my time having fun and not be thinking about, oh, I need to get to the show a half hour early. I want to be able to hit that show, spend that time in there, and then right back out having fun. You know, there's just nothing like being prepared for a couple of these things. The next thing that I pre-planned is the virtual reality experience on board Odyssey of the Seas. I've heard some really cool things about it. I'm not a big gamer. I'm not big into this stuff, but I've heard some really cool things, and I think that this is something that would be fun to experience on a sea day. So this is another one of those things that I've pre-booked. I picked it for a sea day towards the end of the trip, and I have heard that it sells out pretty quick, and we're already getting to a point where there's limited availability. So I jumped on it. I booked this one, and you know, if things change and I want to cancel it, I'm sure I can cancel it as it gets closer. They obviously are going to probably have a waiting list, and they'll be able to fill it right back up. But, you know, that was a for cost item, and I just wanted to make sure that that spot was had. You all know that I have already booked the drink package. That's in the books. That's ready to go. Other than that, there's nothing else that I'm pre-booking. I have no desire to have any other plan. I'm not booking shore excursions. I have been doing some research, and I'm going to cover that in another video. Some of the places or things that I might want to see in each of these stops, but I'm going to wing it. I'm going to wing it on shore excursion. Now, as soon as I get on board, there are going to be a couple things that I am going to want to book right away. And the one thing that I know that I'm going to book right away is the North Star experience. I want to make sure that I get a chance to go up in that arm and sit 300 feet above the ocean, get a view of that ship, get a view of the port that we're in. I'm not going to do the for-pay experience while we're at sea. I just want to do it while it's at port. But I'm really excited about that. And one of the tricks that I think everybody needs to be aware of is when you're going to book these experiences once you get on the ship, you got to make sure you switch your phone into airplane mode and connect to the ship's Wi-Fi. Or at least just connect to the ship's Wi-Fi. Switch it to airplane mode later on. But make sure you connect to the ship's Wi-Fi because that really opens up the app to booking extra experiences that are not available before you're on the ship. And really, that's it. There's nothing else that I'm going to pre-book on the ship. I've got everything that I explained to you guys that I've pre-booked before I get on the ship. Now it's just 7 days till check-in. I'm going to get checked in. I'm going to get the earliest port arrival time that I can. And I'm going to get on that ship as early as possible. And I'm going to make the best of every last bit of not being on a cruise ship for 3 years. And I look forward to sharing so much of that with you guys. So let me know what you guys think. Have I pre-booked too much? Is there things that have you been on Odyssey and you think that there's something else that I should pre-book that I've missed? Is there something else that I need to really pay attention to when I get on board that I need to book? Let me know in the comments below. Am I too much? Am I too little? What do you guys think? Is my planning spot on? Let me know. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments. And the last thing that I wanted to talk about today is something that I believe has just been a pleasant surprise to me over my years of cruising. There was an occasion today that just really jolted my memory about how awesome this can be when it happens on a cruise ship, and it happens a lot more than you guys think. So I received a text message today from an old friend that I met on my second cruise, my first official cruise back in 2008. And it was so awesome to hear from this person and just reconnect and talk about our families and talk about life and catch up on where you've been and where you're going and what are your plans. And it was like this instant rekindling. And we lost touch for a couple years, but 2008 was a long time ago. And for us to keep in touch, it just warmed my heart. It warmed my heart to know that you make these friends on a cruise ship where you obviously have things in common. And you obviously connected in a way that you felt it was important to bring that friendship off of the ship. And it just was an awesome experience today. And it really just made me think about when you're in that environment and you just meet someone and just kinship occurs. That's just awesome. And it was really cool to connect with this person today. And I'm looking forward, we made a vow to make sure we're staying in touch more and kind of even talked about cruising on Icon of the Seas together with our families. And it was just cool. So if you're watching this video, I've really enjoyed reconnecting with you today. If not, I'm going to share this with you and you're going to watch it. And I'm really excited about that. But yeah, it's just those friendships at sea are just really special. And I think they're an unexpected surprise for a lot of people. And I look forward to making more of those friendships as my cruising years go on. All right, guys. Well, that's all I wanted to cover tonight. So again, hit that subscribe button down below. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video and share it with your friends if you think that they would find some value in the things that in the content that I'm bringing out in the cruise world. I hope my perspective may be a little different than others and it might give you something different to think about. And I really appreciate you guys watching my channel and watching my videos. And again, thanks for watching. We'll catch you later.